Hello, everybody. Are you ready? Did you wear your suits, your glasses? Are you ready to find out the truth about the world that you live in? No, we're just gonna neuralize you at the end, anyways. Hello, everybody. We are not doing the Men in Black movies, which that might have triggered you. We're doing something else. What are we doing? My Agent D.
Yeah, Agent D. Well, Agent T. We are doing the first episode of the Men in Black animated series. As kind of a it was totally impromptu from our blobmentary.
Yeah, I threw out
I
the
was
idea
I
that a
was
Men in Black episode of the week. They should have been fighting a blob or like a blob-esque creature every week, and that spin off into the Agent D recommending the Men in Black cartoon, which is just so happens to be on the YouTubes.
yeah. So we are doing a quick dive in to see what Tanner thinks about it because I remember liking it, but nostalgia is playing a pretty big factor here.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, this first episode, The Long Goodbye Syndrome, aired in 1997, shortly after the first movie came out, and is a little bit of a combination tonally of it's a follow up to the movies because it's Agent J and K and is set directly after it, like very directly. But it also, in terms of the tone, is a little closer to the comic, which was more horror-y because there's a bit more moodiness to the show.
I've actually never read the
So
comic. Is it any? Would you recommend it as a comic book guy?
it was very short lived. I think it's only like one or two issues. It never got like really picked up except for the movie, but they are weird because they do like shoot things with guns a lot more like regular like shotguns, and
Oh,
they
they're
don't
more of
just
like there's like a big old alien noisy cricket weapon, huh?
yeah. There's less of that, and they also, if I remember right, they fight like vampires, ghosts, like it's all paranormal things, not just aliens in the comic.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard that it's very, very different from the actual movie, which is always kind of
Yeah,
intrigued me. No, I'm
similar to the Mask. Actually, it's kind of more like an edgy '90s comic that they kind of made into
yeah,
something
they
very different.
they they smooth the edges out of a little bit. I'm actually
I'm
kind
a
of
big fan of the first Men in Black movie, so I don't mind the differences because
mhm.
that's actually one of my favorite films.
Well, yeah, Men in the m- m- it's funny because like I have a distinct memory of like I put it on one day and my better half Jamie was on the couch, um, and she had never seen it before, or at least she didn't remember watching it, and it really
Yeah.
wasn't her like kind of movie. Like she's not a big sci-fi person
Hmm.
unless there's a really good hook, and I remember her even being like, "Wow, this is really really good," and just like
Yeah.
that's Men in Black. Like I think that movie is one of like you said, it's one of the best movies of all time. But it's also just one of like the story, like it does what Back to the Future does in a lot of ways, where it runs like a fucking clock, like just a
No,
well
totally.
round
Every
well
every
round
every
clock.
scene is there. It's like just just every line is perfect. Every like thing is setting it up. It's got yeah, good characters, good jokes, good themes. The
The
aliens
world
look
building
cool.
is amazing in it. Like it's as close to perfect as you could possibly get, and it's just
And
crazy
and
to
it's
watch.
it's 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 like insights into the universe, like when Frank the Pug says just because something's important doesn't mean it's not very small.
Yeah,
Like there's some wisdom there, which is
yeah.
pretty
There's some
rad.
legitimately like mind blowing stuff in that movie. And again, and if you can watch it and be like and like almost step out of your body and be like, wow, this thing is running so perfectly. It's just crazy to think about. I'm
Yep,
curious
yep.
about the cartoon because I wouldn't have expected it to have starred. I mean, obviously it's not Will Smith and
No, no, no. But it is J and K and Zed and everybody you love from the first one
yeah, it's
is
crazy because
involved.
I would have thought it would have just been a spinoff that had its own like
Yeah.
thing, but
Even like Jeeves, the guy, the pawn shop guy who they blow the head off of, like he's in there.
dang. I guess this is what we did back then, though, because the Godzilla movie, the Godzilla cartoon, does the exact same thing.
Yeah,
And
which I believe is done by the same animators because it also has like this kind of creepy look to it and very cool monsters. That's also a show I have a lot of affection for.
Yeah,
More so than that one I like more than the Matthew Broderick movie, honestly. Like, it's a better Godzilla product, I feel.
all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's only 21 minutes. There's no ads. You can find it on YouTube. It actually looks like there's quite a bit of it on the YouTube. So if you like this, then let us know, because I'm always down to do a little animation corner with my
definitely.
with my good buddy.
As an aspiring cartoon man, or as a kid, I was a big cartoon guy. I watched like even the crappier cartoons. Like, I was just very obsessed with animated shows growing up.
There's so many cartoons that I have like nostalgia for, but I haven't seen in a long time, that I would love to revisit. Like Jackie Chan Adventures, I probably haven't seen since I was a kid, but I love that show. And like even Shaolin Showdown, which is another really good cartoon that like I haven't revisited since I was a kid, but like I remember the world building being insane for that show and like it being really well done. Like, there's a lot out there that like I have nostalgia for, but I have not seen in like almost 20 years at this point.
And this was part of that whole. This was also a kids WB cartoon.
Oh, absolutely!
So
it looks like a kids
part of that whole block.
It looks like a kids WB cartoon. I don't mean that in a bad
right
way.
Away. That style.
It had that style to it. All right, so we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
All right. And like most cartoons,
a cat's an alien.
Cats
are weird, but they don't have eyes like that. That shit is...
Seems likely. Division 6. I like the art style.
God, look at that. They look so cool.
Yeah, they drew them cool, kind of angular looking. They don't exactly look like Will
not
Smith
even
and
remotely.
Tommy Lee Jones, but I kind of appreciate that. I don't know, like, oh, it gotcha. It's a twist.
Oh, it's not. It's the tree.
Just like the Blob. Sorry, we just did a Blobmentary, which also had a twist that blew Tanner's mind.
Look at that thing. It looks like fucking It looked the neck looked like a really bad version of Courage the Cowardly Dog there for a second.
Oh, he does look like it. Its body is Courage, and then it has like a sea monster head.
Yeah.
See, they keep some of the quirky, humor of the movie. Oh, we're getting our first neuralizer.
One of my favorite things in the Men in Black ride is that they neuralize you at the end.
Oh, I got an ad. This is a skeezy YouTube page that's monetizing this crap.
All right, I'll pause it. Let me know when your ad is over.
All right, ad's done. And 3, 2, 1, go. And I think we're getting the theme song, which is very cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh. 90s theme songs were the best. 90 cartoon theme songs. You've never slapped so hard as a 90s theme.
They never miss. They're always someone, whoever was in charge of the theme song department was always doing good work. I like all these wanted aliens on the lineup.
You know what this feels like? This feels like very Miami Vice.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
It's very Miami Vice. Phil Collins should have been striking up in the background. Yeah, that is supposed to be Zed. This song, holy,
is fucking cool.
Holy shit, man!
Oh, the noisy cricket.
I like how he even looks a little mad about it still. Oh, that's a really good theme song, man.
No, that is one of the best theme songs. All right, so that lives up to my childhood memories. The theme song, very cool, very badass. And it's New York, they're keeping the New York City of it all. Yeah, so just as a quick recap of the rest of the franchise, I'm not too keen on Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
I enjoy Men in Black 3 quite a bit, actually, where he meets Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I think Men in Black 3 is pretty good.
Yep, yep. And our boy's there, Frank the Pug. And I never saw Men in Black International.
I've seen it. It's not very good.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like I feel like that first one is really like lightning in a bottle. It's hard to replicate.
Which is kind of funny because you would think it wouldn't be with the premise, but I think what two one of the biggest crimes 2 does is bringing K back.
That is unforgivable. Yeah,
Yeah.
like now I like the podcast Blank Check pitched a different version of 2, which I liked, which is K. Sorry, yeah, K remains happily married, but he stays amnesic the whole movie, and it's actually him like learning the ropes from Will Smith, which would have been a cool.
Yeah. I don't love that, but it would have 100% been better because one of the things I like about 2 is that they imply that Jay has become as good as K, but then they immediately undo that by making K come back and telling him that he's just a punk who still has a lot to learn.
Yeah,
I
like
really
that part sucks. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I find the happy ending for K very beautiful in the first one.
Oh yeah,
one.
no,
Yeah,
100%.
Undoing that in general is what makes me like most mad.
Yeah,
Like,
no, 100%. And revealing that the entire postal department is filled with aliens bugs me so much.
and weirdly enough, this cartoon also ignores it because he's back to being K, but they never really explain it, if I remember right, which I prefer too. Like, whatever. Just don't worry about it. I prefer that to, like, revealing that he got a divorce and everything. That sucks.
Honestly, if I did 2, it would probably... I guess you kind of do have to bring back K in some way, but I guess
Right.
I'd put him as, like, I'd make him like the thing that everybody wants, and Jay has to protect him while also keeping him from knowing what's happening.
Yeah, see, that would work well. And honestly, like, I don't know, like, it's tough, because I know that their chemistry is what makes the first one, but I would be, like, brave enough to try to do it without him, you know?
Oh, and also,
Be like,
yeah, I think you just find a person for Jay to bounce off.
Yeah.
Like, again, that movie, the whole point of that first movie is that he is training his replacement. And at the end of that, he feels confident enough in his replacement to go retire. So, and then they imply in 2.
He gives him the stars, aren't they beautiful speech that his mentor gave him.
Yeah, and in 2, they imply again that he is as good as K, but then they immediately undo that. So I really think you could have given Jay a new, because they also do that whole I don't have a partner, which I also find very dumb.
Yes, he's had a long line of partners that have never been as good as K, and he neuralizes all of them. I don't like that either.
No.
Especially because I really like Agent L in the first one. You know, she's cool, and them as a duo at the end, that would have been fine for me as a sequel. Like, who's in the show, but she's blonde, which is again that weird 90s cartoon thing. Which I guess I've heard the reason 90s cartoons would always make them look very different from their live action counterparts is to not get sued, essentially, or so they wouldn't have to pay the actors for, which I guess, gets you in hot soup on occasion, like when Last of Us made her look like Elliot Page without Elliot Page's permission. Yeah, like. But I guess he got sprayed with goo, which means he's marked for death or something,
marked
right?
For death forever.
Ain't a good sign. Oh, the weird security guard guy. And yeah, there's Zed, who also looks entirely different from
He looks kind of like what's with
the
what's with
penguin.
the yeah, I was about to say what's with the penguin look?
Why has he got such dark eyes? Bags under his eyes. I guess because he's busy 24/7 doing
Well, they have
the Men in Black.
remember they do a Solarian work week,
Yeah,
36
yeah,
hour
yeah. So
days.
it's yep. So they got it there. He's extra tired.
I always I guess they made that woman did sound very much like the woman from the movie.
Yeah, yeah, she does. They mostly, yeah, yeah. And this dude doesn't sound like Will Smith, but he doesn't not sound like Will
Yeah.
Smith. He's We're also already halfway done, which is part of why it's cool to watch cartoons.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
I'm pro being a grown man watching cartoons. Sometimes I
absolutely.
front like I'm not, but you know what? I'm okay with it. If you can watch, Schitt's Creek as a grown person, why not watch Men in Black, the cartoon show? Yeah, see, the worms are like very prominently featured in this
Of
cartoon
course they are.
because they're lovable and
Gotta sell that worm
action.
merch.
Yep, the Arrow the Worm action figures. Because they're only in like one scene of the first one, but then the
Yeah,
second one they're all over it. They're hanging out with Rosario Dawson and they like help save the day at the end and everything.
I wonder if that stuff plays a part in this cartoon. Like if they
I
do any
don't
setup for two in this the cartoon.
I don't remember because it did come out before the second one, so maybe maybe they did some promotional stuff for it. And for some reason in this pilot, she is like
Man,
way
she
into
is like fucking femme fatale in this office. Like somebody needs to get her in a HR meeting.
very much. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that was they kind of did that implication too in
Oh, the twins. Goodbye,
in the
Jay.
movie as well because she's like, I want to get freaky with you, Will Smith, because there's a guy in the bot. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, she does. Well, yeah, she's trying to get him to look at the bug holding her hostage, but he
Yeah, but
thinks she's
does it
hitting
before
on
that?
him.
She's like, I'd be down to hang out with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, she is into him in the first part. Yeah, yeah, I do recall that. But all right, she was just joking around with his impending death. Whoa. Yeah, again, whoever was doing the designs for this, the Godzilla cartoon, the Jackie Chan adventures, they
Yeah.
really always would they always went out with these crazy like Mike Mignola steampunk looking devices and stuff. And I do appreciate that the aliens in the movie and the show are very alien looking.
Oh
They aren't
yeah.
just like blue people. Or
That's always been part of the appeal of Men in Black. They all look like fucking aliens.
Yeah, they're full on tentacle critters and stuff, not just like not that Star Trek crap where it's just a man with a.
Oh, we're doing more Sarlurians.
Yeah, we're getting one of them. Gave him the Heimlich maneuver. Yeah, I remember they're in this one a lot, and I actually am not crazy about that because it kind of takes their mystique away.
Yeah, no.
Especially because yeah, this one's just for being used for comic relief. When
Can't you just close your eyes? Like did the
they
little
always
alien
gotta.
need glasses as well?
No, probably
I
not.
guess
But
that's a good question about the MIB, the Men in Black universe. Are you allowed to neuralize an alien? Because they
yeah,
don't
I'm
do
not
it in
sure
any,
actually.
they don't do it in any movie.
I don't think. I think you're right. That's interesting. Maybe it only works on humans, or maybe it's a legal thing. You're not, because they only have
It would be
jurisdiction.
interesting if they're part of the if it's part of the part of like the treaty or the laws. You can't neuralize an alien
That's something to explore. I'm actually curious about that.
because he specifically put on glasses so he wouldn't be neuralized.
Yeah. Also, is just closing your eyes enough, or does it, or would
I
a
imagine
choose a
you have to
special?
be wearing special glasses.
Yeah, so you'll still get
Yeah,
zapped if you're just closing your eyeballs.
I think so. Because you can't be sure nobody's gonna blink like when you do it. So
Yeah. Also a very good line in that first one where Will Smith asks, "Hey, you've never neuralized me, have you?" And he's like, "Oh no." But we know he has.
yeah. I would never do that.
No. Not to be all paranoid and RFK as well, but I don't trust that there's not long term effects of getting neuralized.
No, yeah.
Whoa,
Man, they really are going after you. Whoa, there's. Oh, okay. That's some
there's
blob
some.
action.
That's some legit. That's kind of gross for a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
Like some body horroring. There's only 5 minutes left, so we gotta hurry up and get to the thrilling climax.
Yeah, is this gonna be a part one, part two situation? Because
I don't think so. I think it's a standalone episode. They do some multi-part ones. I remember it getting pretty like, they have to save the planet from the bad guys in a many-part episode or something. Like it gets exciting.
hurry, we have to finish this plot in 3 minutes or less.
I know.
Oh, these things really are blobbing it up.
Yeah, they're trying to get inside you. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, but they're screwing it up. I feel like the speed that car goes in the movies, it would.
Yeah, I don't think that's a you can roll out of it.
Yeah. I feel like you'd be dead. Pretty.
Man, we're really like okay, I guess.
Yeah, we're blowing shit up and fighting kaiju's and stuff.
See, that's one of the great things about one though is that it's just a dude. It's just a roach, basically.
Yeah, they're
They fight
stopping
him
one.
in a
They're
back
stopping one bug.
alleyway.
Yeah, they're fighting one bug. Who's gonna be a vanguard for all his family? But we don't get to that. I do believe the bugs return. I think Edgar himself might be back in an episode of the
Oh
cartoon, if
yeah.
I'm remembering right. Which, speaking of Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio, which we were touching on briefly in our Blobmentary, he gives one of the best performances in anything ever
Yeah,
in that
no,
movie.
he really does.
When he's where's the animal? Like doing his weird noises. Bring me sugar in water. Oh.
You can blow your nose in front of him.
Yeah, man. He's sacrificing himself. There. He did an even worse taboo. Whoa, I just made them forget all about you.
Wouldn't that be funny if that was like the end of K in this cartoon?
Yeah, he just dies in the first episode.
Yeah, he just dies in the first episode. That's how they get. That's how they get.
Get him out of it.
They get fucking God. What's his name? What's the actor's name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that's how they get Tommy Lee Jones back for a 21-minute cartoon. Oh, we're gonna kill
Like,
you.
all right, you better kill me in the first episode. Nope, they're gonna dip him in acid or something.
I think they're making him into soup.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird
line.
Wait, what?
Oh, it was a ruse. They gotta draw him like Tom Hanks in this.
They do. Wait, is this some this is some Doctor Who bullshit? This is some Doctor Who bullshit. That's exactly what this is. Yep.
It was the the Wedding of River Song ripped off this cartoon.
I'm a doctor in a doctor suit.
Yep, it was looking the twinkle of my eye, and it was me the whole time.
That is so fucking funny. I'm a fan. I loved that. Yeah. I really did. I enjoyed the fuck out of that, especially the Doctor Who rip off that.
The little twist of it being a double K.
It's just a K and a K. I'm a little alien in a K suit. That is so
helps the cause.
That's one of the great things about like cartoons is that they're on such a strict time budget that sometimes they have to wrap up things in the weirdest way. Like, let me just snot into this napkin and then have a fake me go and get souped.
Yep. Just why not? Because all right, we only have 20 minutes to tell this story.
Yeah, we have 20 minutes to tell this story if we're lucky. We have to wrap this up by the end of it because we have to return to a status quo. How do we do this? God, that was great. I was a big fan of that. I quite enjoyed it.
That held up to my nostalgic memories.
Better than Men in Black 2.
Oh, most definitely. And like you said, coolest theme song ever.
Yeah,
does help a lot.
Oh, so yeah, if all you agents out there want to see more Agent D&T do some more Men in Black, I looks like at least season episode 1 and 2 are on this website. So
yeah, I see at least 13 episodes, and it did run. How many episodes did it have? 53 episodes over 4 seasons.
Okay, well that means that we're missing some, but there's a little bit.
We'll figure it out, maybe. See what.
I gotta see. Does the fucking.
Ooh, Troy the Symbiote is a young adventurous symbiote who has a playful relationship with Jay. I don't remember that character, but
Is there any any hints of the second one in this?
I don't
The
think
worm guy
so.
has come back. Ooh, Queen Edwin the Bug. Ooh, Edwin
Yeah, the
Bug and
brother.
Edgar Bug.
Yeah. They
Wait.
bring
The
back
voice actor is also Vincent D'Onofrio
yeah,
comes back.
they bring back Vincent D'Onofrio. That's crazy.
I assume he's the only person who comes back in any
Yeah.
sense of the word.
It looks like Tony Shalhoub does come back as Jack Jeebs, the goo guy who they shoot the head off of, but
Okay,
only in
good,
season one.
good.
But they did bring him back, the guy with the regenerating head. That, okay, I'm gonna shoot it where it doesn't grow back or whatever.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a good solid piece of media. My favorite part was the animation and the theme song.
Yeah. The artwork is cool, and the theme song kicks butt. And the story of the pilot was pretty much just fine,
Yeah.
like. But I do remember it gets like I said, like there's some cool characters, like the evil Alpha, who is the former agent who can fuse with other aliens. I
The
remember
Queen
finding
Bug
him.
comes. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we get more
Ron
more of this.
Perlman.
Ooh,
Yeah, Ron
who's Ron?
Perlman comes in as Drek.
He's a character. What's he playing?
Is an alien who has a
Let's
long criminal record, longer than Van Allen's belt, according to Chief Zed. He's a former
Whoa.
cellmate of Frank the Pug.
Oh, okay. He's a like an old cell buddy of the dog. That's something.
Ooh, Vincent D'Onofrio also plays Emperor Worm.
Oh, I remember that one. He's like the a big fat worm who like bosses the other ones around.
Yeah. He's the fat bird, and there's a queen bug as well. That's kind of cool.
I remember that episode. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of
Oh, Adam Baldwin plays a character called Agent X.
Ooh.
Oh, I remember that character. He is an alien Men in Black agent, and he's like incredibly reckless. Like he likes to blow stuff up, and charges into action or whatever.
I do like the idea that we'd get to see more agents too, because that was always, and I guess Men in Black International is kind of the answer to that, because I did always think that it would be cool to see other agents, and like how 1, 2, and 3 are so focused on K and J that I think it does
Yeah.
it is a little bit to the detriment, but I guess they
I guess
technically
the only
do that
one you get, which sucks, is the Michael Jackson cameo in the second one, which is
Yeah.
like embarrassing.
But International does that, and it's not that great. So I guess there maybe is a reason, but behind that, though, Agent International does have Liam Neeson as he's the villain in that movie. He's the villain.
No.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him to be a villain. All right, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. You ready to be neuralized and forget that we ever saw
I'll
this?
forget we ever did this in a second.
Right. And then we'll be re-recruited to MIB next time we do this. If you want more of this, tell us in the comments, and also remind us that we've done it, because we are being neuralized in 3.
Yep. I just got zapped by the
2.
blinky thing as...
No, it's a countdown. Did you
Oh, sorry. Shoot, I messed
take your
up
glasses
a bit.
off. I will
Right.
noisy cricket you. We're gonna
Let's
be
do it over
neuralized
again.
in 3, 2, 1. Ka-choo!
Achoo.